Welcome to the Strathbogie Shire Council Extraordinary Meeting held on Tuesday the 11th of May 2021. I'd like to pay my acknowledgement to the traditional owners. I acknowledge that the traditional owners of the land on which we are meeting. I pay my respect to the elders, past and present. The reason why we're here tonight to have this extraordinary meeting is to discuss the proposed road exchange of an unnamed road reserve, Gilgary Farm hearing of submissions. We have one person who's coming in tonight to put their submission to us, and I'd like to ask the Director of Planning and Community to invite the submission holder to come forward and present to us tonight. Thank you.
Hello, Mr Mayor.
Good afternoon, Mr Maher. How are you?
Councillors and senior officers, our CEO.
Pleasure. Welcome.
Have you started yet?
Yes, we have. And we've got 5 minutes to give your submission to us. And good work. I appreciate that. So I'll now hit.
Just a minute. When we set the clock, you can view it, it'll ring. So there's always been a practice of mine for the Shire. Be careful of the timekeeper.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so Keaton's lead.
Thank you, Tom.
Hang on before we start. I'll look after the council agenda, you've got to do that. Takes a little while to prepare, doesn't it? The lighting's not so good. Right, we're ready to go?
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
we'll set the clock. There's your 5. Tick. Mr Mayor, in relation to the objection to the 9.16 road exchange unnamed road reserve, Gilgary Farm, my objection is quite clear. Road reserve has been there of a parish title. If you take a look at the parish plan, that's the parish of Balmatta. It's very clear in the parish plan what titles are. Even their mayor is located on that title, the parish of Balmatta. But having that said, the people, when they purchase land and properties and development, they pay a legal profession to check it out before they take the purchase, what's required. And in doing so, and the amount of payment they might be $400 an hour, they need correct information. The Shire of Strathbogie, over the period of 26 years we're in now, there have been numerous roads changed. One was in Balmatta, which is on there, another in Balmatta, Dip Lane, Faithfuls Creek. And what they're doing, they're altering the land for the usage. The previous council changed one there, was an unused road. We cut it out there on a contract. The road today is on the hill, so they took it out. Then we've got Dip Lane, Faithfuls Creek. Another hiccup. Council approved it. Go up to the Strathbogie Road, a house built over the title line, council approved it. But having that said, there's even near our mayor's location where he resides, there's a shed sticking over the road. I know where it is. But when it comes to change of ownership, it won't be checked out. What's wrong? And if you have the parish plans and like the township of Volunteer, that's the township of Volunteer. I'll use these for examples. If you have that plan of the town, I'm showing you something which you won't be able to have access to because it's confidential. And those blocks have been there since they were drawn, and they still remain today. And the same for this area of this land, which is involved with a horse farm. There's nothing wrong with doing things, but what is wrong where people give false information for the purchaser. And having the drawings there and the location of buildings on the plan, they all have setback requirements, Are those buildings or designs prior to purchasing on the unused open road? And if the road is changed, you've got to have 4 bends created in the straight road. Having the bends created, it creates a problem of maintaining the road. Having the straight road, or what it is and where it is, that should remain. If there's a change in direction of what they want to do, they should know that beforehand. There's even a road out here west of Yarra. A landowner showed me one Sunday morning. They put the dam on the unused road. They said, you can't do it. What a save cost, get out. Another road in Balmain, a lady put a shed within the road distance. I said, take it down. Shire of Isle there. Another road in Balmain was built 30 feet, not 30 metres. Having those mistakes, they're unacceptable. Now, we're going to allow this to go through and that alterations, good, but you're setting precedents all over the Shire to do the same thing. I could do it, you can do it. So where do we finish up? There's nothing wrong for people developing, but what's wrong is getting the wrong information and developing things which is incorrect. You've got to put strength in the Shire. You've got to have, as those maps show, parish maps, they show you the measurements. All those ones, we've all got measurements on those titles, they're all there. And the same for Open Greytown. I don't have the map, I can get it. But having that said, they would know. How long do they own the land? We're owning land since 1854. Land's selected. We know the boundaries. I know the boundaries. Go out to Tamaloo. Go everywhere in the Shire. We're familiar with boundaries and locations. But the worst part you can have is people buying something with false information. So why does the Shire want to change another one? It's been going all the time.
30 seconds.
So it's quite simple there. Has anybody got any questions before our time ticks up?
Oh, no, you can go for your 5 minutes and then we can ask clarification.
But the whole thing is development. And to do development, and roads are a costly exercise to maintain. The road reserve is a road. Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
Pleasure.
Did work.
Did work. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councillors, the opportunity to ask questions or for clarification.
Come on, you've got something to say.
I do, I'm thinking, how work.
But I mean, what I'm saying, it could be in the town, in creek frontages and things like that. A residential zone in a town, which is a township, Viola town, whole different ballgame in the rural area. Because we've got setbacks. We've got setbacks to highways. And the worst thing is people get information that's incorrect. I've got maps, it's confidential, which I've had to pay for, Shire of Isle town. I still hold them. Of water courses and reserve numbers and leases. And I've brought them up. I don't produce the map, but I produce the number. And the Jolly Council won't take any notice. You've got to have it in the right perspective. There's a lot of people come and gone over my lifetime. And we've got to live with the mistakes. Mistakes are made, and we're living with them, and we'll not accept it. There's unused roads, unnamed roads, locked off by the Hume Freeway. They're locked off completely. No access either way. But I think the Shire's got to be careful. You are the new council. I'm one of the older ones out of the gallery, which caused a bit of trouble. I know the CEO. Councillor Rayburn was on the previous council and still remains his seat. Good luck. And as for the councillor, all new that came, so we've got a whole new ball game and how you want to set the theme for the whole 4 years. But I think the development needs to be asked clearly why we've got to have a change of road, because it's clear what I see. But what I will say, the council, previous council and other road things never went on site to have a look at it. Never went on site whatsoever. It's a different thing, you go on site to have a look what it may be. Some could be a straight uphill like that. So having that said, the parish plans are the plans.
Okay, Councillor Horrigan, have you worked out your question yet?
No, I think you've answered it. Thanks, Mr. Moore.
Any other councillors have any other clarification?
Tom, do you not think that it's better to have the situation match the reality of what's there?
Can you turn your mic on, please?
Oh, sorry, Tom, do you not think there's a benefit in having the situation match what's there at the moment, the reality there?
Well, you can get it on Google, you can have it on Facebook, they're the actual parish plans with Isletown Shire, Shire Strathbogie Shire, right, have parish maps. You've got to go back to those because they are the hard drawings. I mean, they mightn't show the human freeway, but there is drawings there for that too, the measurements. So there's a whole, I think you need to look at it a little bit further for how you want to program the Shire for the next 4 years over some of these requests.
Thank you. Any other questions? If not,
I'm quite happy. Thanks, Mr.
thanks for
Councillor.
Tom. I appreciate you coming in and having your say. We appreciate your comments. We really do.
Well, I think I just raised a point of view, might give the council a bit more consideration of some of the things may come before you.
Thank you. No, I very much appreciate it. And
I know that Isletown map, some people hunt for that one.
yes,
I wondered if you graded the historical society.
Well, I will say, Mr. Mayor, Councillor ago, I like the last council agenda, had to buy a binder. It's good thing to have anyway.
thank you.
I can assure you for the whole Shire of Strathbogie, I can produce you every council agenda for the whole Shire. No pictures. Do you know it would take a 1 tonne ute to bring it in?
Don't forget your clock, please.
Thanks a lot.
Don't forget your clock.
Oh,
Jeez, it's precious.
got a good
That'd
time.
be a good donation. We could use it with everyone.
I've done it before the previous CEO, I wouldn't trust the CEO this time, but there's been a bit of a laugh.
It's good.
Actually, it's a butcher clock made in Germany.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, councillors, thank you for your time, and I appreciate Mr. Mark coming in and giving his submission, and thank you for people who may have been listening to this, and good night. Thank you. And we'll make a decision next week. Sorry, I do apologise. We will make a determination next week. Thank you. Good night. Dooley.